today, this session is just about yoga. Okay. So it's important that as players, and some of you know, like Lily's been in my camps, and I think Killian's been in,
It's me.
Killian's been in my camps. So we do a lot of yoga, we do body weight stuff, we do plyometrics, but because we're doing separate classes for this summer Mile and Fitness Challenge, this is only going to be yoga, okay? So we're going to start with some joint mobility things that we do, and then we're going to start working on some postures, and we're going to work up to the sun salutation, which will be lovely because the sun's right here above me right now. But we can work up to the sun salutation, which is something you guys can do not just in the morning or at night, but you guys can do it before like practices. It's a full body stretch. And for people that don't like to stretch, and do you guys like to stretch? You like to stretch? Anton, Josh, do you like to stretch? No, most people don't. If you do, then you're an exception, and that's awesome. But most people don't like it. So we're going to be working on that. So the sun salutation, I'm going to show you really quick because some of you might not have seen it before. Okay, so hopefully you can see me. My head's cut off. No. So the sun salutation looks like this.
Sometimes a day on one shoulder.
And I'm doing it really fast, not to take up your time, okay? So we're going to work toward that, but we're going to do lots of other things. So we're going to start with some joint mobility. So our feet are in our skates a lot, so it's important that we work on our joints. So organize yourselves so you're sitting like I am. So you can see my whole body. This is called the base position, okay? So you can take your socks off if you want or not. I'm going to keep mine on because it's chilly out here right now. So sit up nice and tall. Okay? That's it, Lily. That way I can see you. Good. So sitting up nice and tall. Just see if you can sit like this without wanting to go like this. Okay? It's not easy. So sit up, put your hands behind you and rest. That way you can kind of like hold yourself up, but your chest is up. So we're going to start with our feet. Okay? So bring your awareness to your feet and take a deep breath and pull your toes back. And then exhale, squeeze your toes. Inhale, bring your toes back. Exhale, squeeze your toes. Inhale back. Exhale, squeeze. And keep going for a few more. So think about it. Sometimes when you're like really playing hard in a game, or maybe you're working on a skill like in like a conditioning class with me, sometimes your feet go like this because they're trying so hard. So this is really good. Getting all the muscles of your feet working. Do a couple more. Good. Just your toes. So really squish your toes down like you're making a fist. That's it. Now take your whole foot back. So now you're bending your ankles. You can see how I'm bending my ankles. Inhale my feet back. Exhale and I point them. Inhale back. Exhale, point. We're going to do 8 is the magic number today. So everything's going to be 8. So 5 more. So sit up really tall. If you want to work on your core, Killian, you'll sit up nice and tall. Inhale, pull your toes back. That's it, Lily. Exhale, point. Inhale back. Good job. Exhale, point. One more. Inhale back. Exhale, point. Good work. Take one leg over. Cross it over the top. Sit up nice and tall. Grab your toes. Start to crank your ankle. This is called ankle crank. So use same arm, like the arm that's on that side where your foot is. Don't try to sit, don't do a cross. Just crank it around a bunch of times. Good. The other foot goes straight up. See how my toes are straight up? That's working on my hamstring. Go the other way. Bunch of times. Good job. That's it, Josh. Sit up nice and tall, Josh. Bring your knee into your chest. Stretch your leg out. And notice the difference between one foot and the other. And then go to the other side. Grab the other foot. And crank your ankle. Crank it around. Crank it around. Sitting up nice and tall. So working on your core strength. This is important for hockey players to have trunk strength all through here. Go the other way, crank the other way. Good job. Now bring your knee in, stretch your leg out, and now your feet are taken care of, okay? Now, feet, ankles, pretty good. Let's go to the knees, okay? So you're gonna grab one leg, grab onto it, hang up, sit nice and tall, and just let your leg go in a circle at the knee. So just start going around 3, 4, 5, 6, trying to just move the knee, not the whole leg, just a little bit. Now go the other way, other way, other way. Change direction.
Tall. This is
That's
strength.
it.
I see this.
More. And stop and bring your knee in and stretch your leg out. Good job. Other side. Grab your other leg. Sit up nice and tall. And start going around. So some of you are getting to the point, well, Josh and Anton for sure, and maybe Lily are starting to really get tall. And when you start to get tall, your knees start to hurt. So you got to do these kind of things. Okay, go the other way. That's it, Aaron. Other way. Just getting that nice circle in your knee. Warming up your knee. Okay, bring your knee into your chest. Stretch your legs out. Okay, so we've done our knees. Now we're coming up to our hips. Okay, for this one, many of you have done this with me before. It's very simple. We're going to start with the simple butterfly. So the thing is with this butterfly though, if you watch me, when I bring my feet in, I don't want to bring them really close because then I get really hunched over. You want to sit with your feet out far enough where your back can be straight, okay? So putting your soles of your feet together, grab your ankles, take a deep breath in, let your knees come up. Exhale, take your elbows and push down, push down, push down, push down till you feel a stretch in your groin. Good. Inhale, come back up. That's it. Take up, inhale up. Exhale, come forward. That's it, Gus. Nice job. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Use those elbows. Feel that stretch. It's important to have flexible hips as skaters. 5 more. Deep breaths in. 4 more. I think 4 more, right? I think that's our, how many more? Are you guys counting? You counting, Aaron? Okay, good. 3 more. 2 more. All the way up. We're going to hold the last one down for 5 deep breaths. And up. And down. And press, 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 press. Keep holding. Keep breathing. Use your elbows. Feel the stretch. Feel the burn, but not so much of a burn because yoga shouldn't hurt. And bring your legs up. And out. Good. So now our hips are okay. I think we're pretty good. We're going to go up. We're going to do 2 for our belly, 2 for our core, for our abs. And we'll do more in a minute. We'll do more toward the end. But right now we're going to just do, take your feet nice and wide. This one's called churning the mill. And if you've ever done it with me, we pretend there's like a big vat of your very favorite like ice cream and you put all your toppings in it and we're going to mix it up. So take your feet wider than your mat. Clasp your hands. Sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, stretch forward. And then inhale, start to stir your toppings into your ice cream. Exhale forward. So you inhale, lean way back. Challenge yourself. Keep your heels down. Exhale forward. Keep going. 5 more times. Inhale back. Chest stays up. Core is strong. That's it, Lily. Exhale forward. Really reach all the way. Good job. 3 more. And we got to go the other way. You can do it. Gabriel, you can do it. All right. And exhale forward and switch direction. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. 6 more times. So you're stretching out your back, you're stretching out your hips, but you're focusing on keeping your spine straight so your core is very much engaged, which means all the muscles are working. Let's do 3 more. I lost count. All right, and finish that one up. All right, so these are all the warm-ups, by the way. These are just kind of warming us up. So now our abs are pretty warm. Let's work on our chest. So this one I like to do a lot, and I think it's important for hockey players. I also think it's important for most human beings because we spend a lot of time doing this, and we're all crunched up. So take your hands and place your hands on your shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhalation, drop your elbows down. Now inhale, try to make your elbows touch and come up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. That's it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades. Good work. Keep going. 5 more. All big circles. So like as you go up and you come back, try to bring your elbows behind you so you feel all those muscles that are all scrunched up all day, getting a nice big stretch. Let's do 1 more. Bring our arms down and we'll go the other way. So bring your arms down and shake out a little bit. And then bring your arms back up again. Rest period's over. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop your elbows. Inhale, bring your elbows back and then up. Now see if you can bring the elbows together. And then bring them behind you. Inhale. Good job. You guys look great. Exhale, come forward. Inhale back. Exhale, come forward. That's it. Good work. 4 more. Good. Wow. This is really good. And last one. All right. Now, shoulders, chest, wrists. Okay. So how many of you have been practicing your stick handling? Anybody?
Me.
Shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you haven't been, you should be, and hopefully you will. And then on Saturday, you'll have a session with coaches, if you can make it, coaches Carly and Allie on shooting and stick handling. So the point of me saying that is you need to have really strong wrists. And because we do so much stuff with our wrists repetitively, sometimes they're getting really overused. So then when you go to shoot, you don't have as much power and force. You don't have as much control. Okay, so we're going to take some time to do these. And these exercises for your hands, you should do these every day, especially before practice. Anytime you're going to be doing a lot of stuff with your hands, beginning of the day is a perfect time. So bring your arms out in front like a zombie. Roll your shoulders into their sockets. Tuck your thumbs in and start to squeeze, and then let go. Spread your fingers. So inhale, squeeze. Exhale like you're dropping something. 6 more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, 5 more. Inhale, squeeze. Keep those arms out. Anton, get those arms up. Pull your shoulder blades together. Hold those heavy arms up. You can do it. Use the upper back muscles. It's the same thing in the ready position. When I talk about having your shoulders in their sockets and holding your chest up strong. 2 more. You can get a rest with your arms. Okay, rest them down for a few seconds. Sitting up tall. Remember, this is yoga, so I got to tell you about the way you're sitting. It's all about posture. Okay, bring your arms out. Pull your shoulder blades back in. Now wrist bending. Inhale like you're stopping traffic, so you're doing this. Exhale, bring your hands down. Inhale, stopping traffic. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. When I'm saying inhale, if you can breathe in and out your nose, that would be really awesome. I'd like you to try to do that. That might not be something you do naturally. Let's do 4 more. Inhale up. Exhale down. 3 more. 2 more. Hold those heavy arms up. 1 more. We've got 1 more for our wrists. Relax them down. Are your arms heavy? Gabriel, yeah, pretty heavy. So remember what I'm saying. So if you watch me, if I just bring my arms out like that, my arms are hanging off my shoulders. But if I do this and pull them down, my upper back is helping my arms. It's helping hold up my arms. Tuck your thumbs in. Now we're rotating. Rotating the wrist in the same direction. Rotate, keep going. And go the other way. And we're on to our last one. Bring your arms down. The last one is neck movements. And we're actually going to do two. The first one is you're going to look up and you're going to look down. So the first one is take a breath in and look up. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale, look up. Exhale, drop your chin. Now make sure if it doesn't feel good, if you're taking your head back too far and you feel a pinch in your neck, don't take your head so far back. Exhale, drop your chin. Let's do 5 more. Breathing in as your chin goes up, breathing out as your chin goes down. 4 more. Good job. Sitting up nice and tall. Or again, we'll keep working on your posture. 2 more. Last one. All right, then bring your head in the middle. And now the next one is you're gonna look over your shoulder. Okay. So you know when we do hockey turns, and I say look into the turn, and a lot of times people don't look into the turn. They do their turn like this. You should always turn your head first. But sometimes we have tight necks, so we don't even know that we can't turn our neck all the way. So we're gonna find out right now. So put your head in the middle. Take a breath in, and then look over one shoulder. Breathe into the center. Look over the other shoulder. Inhale in the middle. Exhale the one way. Inhale to the center. Exhale the other way. 6 more. Inhale. And you can close your eyes. That sometimes helps at any time when we're doing these really simple exercises. Close your eyes. Follow your breath, feel the movement. Exhale as you turn your head. Inhale to the center. Couple more on each side. So you exhale as you turn, inhale to the center. Last side. Bring your head back to the center, and that's your warm-ups. All right, next up. We got a couple postures to do, okay? So we're gonna start with coming on to our bellies, okay? So this is one I like to start with because most hockey players have tight low backs because they have tight hamstrings. So I want you to come onto your belly. Hopefully you can see me all the way. So in this position right now, I've got my elbows underneath my shoulders. But if you want it, we're gonna move. That's one choice. How's that? Bring your big toes together. So this is one choice. You can just hang out here. This one's called Sphinx pose. Okay. Another one that we can do is you can bring your elbows together. Take your head in your hands like this. That's it, Gabriel. That's it, Jacob. And we're only gonna hold this for 1 minute. Okay. So you can choose the Sphinx pose with your elbows under your shoulders, or you can bring your head in your hands. So you're just like this. Close your eyes. We're gonna hold for 1 minute, okay? 1 minute with your eyes closed. I just want you to make a connection to your breath. So as you're there, say to yourself, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Maybe you're feeling your breath at your nose to start. So feel that cool air as it goes in and the warmer air as it goes out. And as you're in this position, you might be saying to yourself, my back doesn't feel so good right now. Okay? So before you come out of the posture, try one more thing. Take your breath and imagine that you can bring it right to where the discomfort is. It shouldn't be pain. And breathe in flexibility. Exhale any tightness. So try that a few times. Take your breath and bring it right to that place where it doesn't feel good. So we only have another 20 seconds, but if you have to, you can come down on top of your fist to give your back a little bit of a break. Otherwise, you're saying to yourself, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out, and maybe you're telling your breath where to go. Maybe it's into your low back. Maybe it feels really comfortable and you're just able to follow in your nose. So 10 more seconds. All right, and then rest down and press yourself back and come into child's pose. Okay, so bring your hips back, stretch those arms out. Your head is resting on your mat. All right, you're getting a counter stretch. That's it, Erin. Looks good. Okay. All right, next move. This one is called, what is it called? Let's see, depending on what I decide to do. Flying locust, flying locust. So you're gonna come up in table position. Can you come up in table position like this? So table position, by the way, it's important you do it the right way. So I want you to take your hands nice and wide like this, spread your fingertips. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees are right underneath your hips about a fist distance. So your hands are underneath your shoulders and your fingers are spread wide. Take those shoulders and put them into their sockets, just like you did when we were doing the wrist movements, same deal. You're gonna pull your shoulders into their sockets and your elbows are a little bent. That's the start position, okay? Now for this one, it's kind of a little bit of a balance. You gotta activate your core. So pull your belly button up, take your right arm out and your left leg back. So opposite arm. Okay, you got it? And then bring it down and switch out. Inhale, left leg or right leg and left arm. So you're stretching and you're holding. You're looking straight down. You don't need to look at me. You can just listen to my words. And then bring your hand back into place. Now let's just move with the breath. So right arm, left leg, stretch them in opposite directions. Feel that in the low back. Bring your arm down as you exhale. Left arm, right leg, stretch. Straight ahead. And then exhale. So everything's in a straight line. Your back, your arm, and your leg as you lift. Right arm, left leg, stretch. Exhale. Left arm, right leg, stretch. Exhale. Do a couple more on each side. Inhale. Elizabeth, are you doing these with him? You should be. Exhale. Good. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Okay, let's do 3 more on each side. Go ahead on your own pace. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Do it at your own pace. Keep switching. Really hold. You should feel it. Coach Chris is pretty flexible, but when I do this, I feel my low back. And I know that when I do it, I'm making it stronger. When you get to the last one, you can press back into child's pose. And press your hips back. You might feel it a little bit in your low back, might not feel great. All right, come on up again. Now it's time for cat-cow. So you're back in that table position. Your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. So for this one, remember you inhale, those of you who've done this, and a lot of you have. Exhale, round your back. Look back at your knees. So this is the cow. Your belly comes down and sags. Exhale. This is the cat. Pull your belly button to your spine, and you're like a Halloween cat. Let's do 6 more. Inhale, the tailbone goes up with the head. Exhale, round your back. Your tailbone tucks. You look back at your knees. Good job. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Deep breaths if you can, in and out your nose. I think we have 3 more. Deep breath in, arching your back. Exhale out, round your back. Pull that belly button out all the way up to your spine, hollowing out your belly. And last one, exhaling out, or wherever you're at, that's okay. Finish up and then press your hips back again. So I think our spine's in good shape, or at least it's gonna be in good shape soon. Now we're gonna move on to downward facing dog. So the cat-cow pose that we just did, and now the downward facing dog, they're both part of the sun salutation that we're gonna be working towards. So we're starting to learn the pieces part. Some of you have done this before, but we're gonna, because not everyone has, we're gonna work on it all in pieces parts. So downward facing dog, some of you know it, but again, what position am I in? I'm in table. My hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm grabbing the ground. It's even more important now because I'm putting a lot of weight on my wrists. I roll my toes under, so watch. So this is a big hamstring stretch. It's an upper body builder, so you're gonna get stronger arms, but you're also gonna work on your hamstrings. So hands underneath your shoulders, roll your toes under. Inhale, your hips up to the sky or the ceiling. Exhale, press your hips back. We're gonna move dynamically, which means we're gonna move, we're not gonna hold it. We're gonna move with our breath. Inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, come straight back down. That's it, Lily. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round your back. Continue to exhale, flatten your back. Push your hips to behind you. Whatever's behind you, push your hips forward. Whatever it is. Inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your back. Pull that belly button up. Continue to exhale. Press back. Come onto the toes. Come back down again. Now, for a second there, I think I just did a combination because my mind wandered. So let's go back to what we were doing. I apologize. Roll your toes under. Just take your hips straight up. I was giving you a combo and we don't need to do that yet. Exhale your hips back. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale back down. Let's do 5 more like that. Press those hips up as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, press those hips back. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings, which I know a lot of you have tight hamstrings. Come back down. 4 more. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale back down. That's it. Keep going. You got 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale back down. 2 more. Inhale, hips go straight up. And then you're looking like a mountain. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale back. Now this last one we're going to hold in the up position. Grab the ground. Push your hips up. Push your hips back. Let your head hang freely in between your arms. And then you can walk your heels up and down. If it really hurts your hamstrings, walk your heels. Try taking your feet really wide. That's another option. Okay, take another 3 deep breaths in whatever position feels good. Any position with your feet wide or the heels going up and down. And then come onto your toes, come back down. Take your arms behind you and rest in child's pose. All right. Now, we're going to do one more. We're going to do one more strength building pose today. And it's going to be plank pose. It's kind of hard. We're going to do regular plank. And then we're going to do a side plank, okay? The side plank is where it's going to be a challenge for some of you. So we're going to use the downward facing dog to get there. So watch. So you're going to come through downward facing dog. We just did that. Then you're going to come into plank. So notice I've got a pretty decent plank. Then you're going to come into side plank. And then we're going to go the other way to the other side. Then we're going to come back to the middle. And we're going to come back down, and we're going to do that 3 times, okay? So, everybody, table position. Spread your fingers, grab the ground. By doing that, you're taking some of the pressure off your wrists, and you're using your upper back muscles to support your support the wrists. Roll your toes under. Take your hips up, take them back. Now you're in that downward dog. Now, grab the ground and push yourself forward, but keep pushing into your toes. Let me see these planks. Come into a nice plank. Hands are underneath you. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your belly button is up. Now, roll yourself to one side, and maybe you start with your hand here. Belly button's in. Find something to look at in front of you. Don't worry about looking at me. Maybe you bring your arm up. Find your focal point. Good job. Now come back in the middle. Reset. Now go the other way. I'm going to turn away from you. Maybe your arm goes up. Come back to the middle. Come down. Sit back. Give yourself a rest. 2 more times. Okay? So the trick is for the side plank is to find something to look at and to pull your belly button in. Okay? Let's try again. Hands on your hands underneath your shoulders. Roll your toes under. Let's see, Gus. Take your hips up. Come into downward dog. Come into plank. Pull those shoulder blades in. A nice plank, like a perfect push-up position. Roll to one side. Maybe bring your arm up. Good job. Keep lifting that underneath hip. Pull that belly button in. Come back to the middle. Switch. Hand on the hip, hand above. Come back to the middle. Come down and rest. Do some of those wrist rotations. If your wrists were hurting a little bit, that's a lot of weight bearing. So the good thing is you're building strength. When you weight bear on your wrists, that's good. That's going to be good for your shot. But if it hurts, that's not good. Okay, so number 1 rule of yoga, and I should have said this 25 or 35 minutes ago practically, is that if something hurts, you do less. If it still hurts, you ask me and I'll find something else for you, but you don't keep doing it. Okay, it's really important you pay attention to what your body's telling you. Okay, last one. Hands underneath your shoulders. Table position. Roll those toes under. Hips up, hips back. Come into your plank. Belly button's in. Pushing your heels back so it's strong. Now roll to one side. Find your focal point. That's it. Nice, Aaron. Nice. Looks good. That's it, Lily. Okay, come back to the middle. That's it, Josh. Good job. Switch to the other side. Come back to the middle. Come down and back. We're going to come up to a standing position for the last few things that we're doing. We're going to come through downward facing dog, okay? So hands underneath your shoulders. Roll your toes under. Push your hips up. Come back. Now, eyes on your hands. Bend your knees. Jump up between your hands. Good job. Stand up. Fold yourself forward. Just let yourself hang. So maybe it really kills your back of your legs. So bend your knees. Let your head hang. And then slowly roll up. Letting your arms hang, letting your head hang. Your head's the last thing that comes up, and mine's cut off. So let me readjust here so you guys can see me. Okay. All right, let me put this so you guys can see my feet too. I know what's more important. All right, so we're gonna do a couple standing things. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is something called palm tree pose, okay? So you can't see my feet. Maybe I can, if I stand back far enough, you might be able to see me, but then you're not gonna be able to hear me. So just look at my feet. So my feet are just like this, right next to each other, okay? That's where your feet are, about a fist distance apart, okay? That's where your feet are. Clasp your hands here and push your palms down. Good. Now take a breath in and lift up, nice and tall. And then exhale, place the back of your hands on your head. Now this time, find something to look at And when you inhale, stretch yourself up and pull yourself onto your toes. So stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, and then exhale your arms straight back down. So again, so inhale, your arms go up, stretch, exhale, they go on top of your head. That's it, Erin. Inhale, find your focal point, pull yourself up, balance on your toes, and then exhale your arms down. We're just gonna do 4 of these. Inhale, stretch those arms up. Exhale, drop your hands to your head. Inhale, stretch the palms to the sky or the ceiling, pull yourself up, and then exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, drop your hands to your head. Inhale, palms to the sky, pull yourself up onto your toes, and then exhale down. Take your arms apart, relax your arms for a second. So now we're gonna try swaying palm tree, okay? Now your feet are gonna be wide. So let me show you my feet. So now your feet are like this. Toes are turned out, okay? Nice stance there, Killian. All right, so your toes are turned out. Clasp your hands. Inhale the arms up. Now you're gonna go to your right, or just mirror me, that's okay. Left, up, and down. So inhale, go up, go to one side, go to the other side, go up, and go down. We're gonna do 2 more like that, then we're gonna try to balance on our toes. Inhale, go up, go one way, feel the stretch. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Come up and then down. Good job. Last one. Inhale up. Go one way. Go the other way. Come to the middle. Come down. All right. Now, this time you're going to come up onto your toes. Okay. So inhale. It's going to be quicker. So inhale. Come up onto your toes. Go one way. Go the other way. Go to the middle. And then come all the way down. That's the swing. That's the real swing palm tree part. Inhale, go up, pull yourself onto your toes, pull your belly button in, go 1, 2, whoops, 3, down. I'm losing my balance. 2 more. Inhale up, pull yourself onto the toes, go one way, the other way. Find your focal point, players. That's going to make it easier. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up, pull yourself onto your toes, pull your belly button in. Side, side, middle, down. All right, good job. Shake your legs out. Okay, we have 1 more. Posture. Next posture, and perfect place to do it, at least in my backyard, is tree pose, okay? So pick a leg, any leg, doesn't matter. And you're gonna place your leg kind of in a side little tripod position. Can you see my feet? I think you can. Your hands at the very end, your foot can stay here, your hands can be here, or they can be extended above your head. That's gonna be up to you. Or you can take your foot alongside your standing leg. You just don't wanna jam your foot into your knee. So either below your knee or above your knee. Maybe you have the flexibility to bring your heel all the way up. Maybe, maybe not, okay? With socks on, that's not gonna work for me, okay? So find your focal point, your belly button's in, your hands are here, put some energy at your heart, or you can bring your arms straight up. Just reach, reach, reach. Wherever you want to have your hands, take a few breaths, keep your eyes on something that's not moving. So don't pick Coach Chris, because I am going to be swaying a swaying tree any minute. And with the grace of a butterfly, bring your hands down, and then let's go to the other side. So switch to the other side. So shift your weight to the other side. That's it, Killian. That's it. Bring your foot wherever. It could just rest here. That's fine. You could just be a calm tree, just like this. But if you can bring it up alongside your standing leg, that's okay. That's good too. So be where you are. It's no big deal. The idea is to be balanced and still. and calm. So get into a pose that allows you to do that. That's nice, Aaron. Looks good. Keep stretching. Wherever you're at, if your hands are at your heart, put some energy there. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then place that foot down. And shake your legs out. All right. We're just going to do one more pose today. And other times we're actually going to do some breathing, but not today. We're not doing any breath work today. So just one more pose.
Gabriel fell down on the grass, so he's taking a break right now.
Oh, okay. Well, we only have 1 more minute, so that's okay. So we're just going to do one more pose. And I want you to clasp your hands behind you. So take your hands and clasp them. Okay. And take a breath in and see how far you can lift your hands off your bottom. And then push your hips back. This is called 2-angle pose. If you see, my legs are making a right angle, and I'm trying to get my arms and my back to make a right angle. So feel that nice stretch in your back. Feel your stretch in your hamstrings. Come back up. Drop your hands back to your bottom. We're gonna just do that one 2 more times, just 3 times today. So inhale, take your hands off your bottom. Exhale, press your hips back as you hinge forward. And let those arms go as far as they can. This is gonna help all the tightness that we have from sitting for the last 10 weeks in our houses. Our shoulders are really tight. Come back up and come back down. One more time. Inhale, hands off your bottom. Exhale, come forward, press your hips back. Good, come up and hands down. Good, now in a standing position, bring your hands to your side. So some of you have done Shavasana with me where we lay on our backs. We're gonna do a standing Shavasana. So I just have my hands here, my eyes are gonna close. So close your eyes for a moment, just like you did when you were in crocodile or Sphinx pose. And just feel your whole body standing strong and still. And then shift the awareness from your body to your breath and feel your breath moving in and out. Now see if you can deepen your breath, and if you can feel your breath fill your whole body. So every time you breathe in, you feel like your body expands, the whole body, and as you exhale, it contracts. Take 4 more breaths like that. Inhale, your breath expands the whole body, and then it contracts. 3 more. Good. 5 breaths. Open your eyes. Come close to your screen so I can see all of you. All right. So good job. Yoga for Skaters, number 1, week 1, done. Okay.